What is going on, everyone? Welcome to my stream. Welcome. Today we're gonna play some Doki Literature Club. Let's go with my name, of course. Hopefully, let me put this here. Wow, is it not gonna go full screen? Here we go. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the chats off of my phone. But my name's Caden. Welcome to my channel, Ale. Yeah, I'm very bad at this. Fuck. Alright, I'll just leave it there. Alright, let's start this. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she goes to... Wait, what? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You gotta say it like that? You were thinking about ignoring me? That's mean, Keaton. Well, if people will stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. Oh wait, the voice.
But did you wait for me after all? I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Gaten, have you decided what club you want to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join the club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh.
I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or any skills before college. Her voice just keeps changing in my head.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promise, though. Will you at least promise you try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh man. The school is any ordinary as ever, and it was over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori. Sorry, you must have been coming into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch oh wait.
I thought I'd catch you.
Wait, what? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in.
Actually, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late at your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement so that, you know.
You know what?
Well, then you can come to my club.
Sayori is the vice president of Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had an interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help. She thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be less. Yeah, I'm going to an anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyways?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'm bringing in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee hee.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have a plan of its own. Allowed us a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school, upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, this is a new member here. I told you don't call me.
Oh, wait. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl number 1. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Kaden, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into your ear. Oh, my bad. Whatever she said. Then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, that's Natsuki, always full of energy. Fuck, why can't I messing up her voice?
Hey, this is Yuri, the smart one in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It sounds like you already made Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you, Kaden. Monica smiles sweetly. How do you... We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same club as last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So her having a smile at me so generally feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down with me, Kaden. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Oh, how did I do it for voice?
Sorry, I got too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it has been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and then one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What? Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray and to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
Just hurry and take one. Oh, wait. Sorry, grabs one first, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Sorry talks with her mouth full, and I has managed to get icing all over her face. I turn the cupcake around into my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally take a bite down. Icing sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
haven't heard this somewhere before.
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did, Sayori said.
Well, maybe.
But
but not for you. You, dummy.
Alright. I gave Naisuke weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this class? Oh, that's me. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Honestly, I thought about that too. Why would you have a tea set? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that, I believe you. Oh, I believe you. Well, the tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. What's your favorite tea? Mine happens to be matcha. Matcha is hella hot. Do you have matcha tea, Yuri? So that's what I need. If you have chai tea, that's fine too. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow that smiles at me. So what made you to consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Marcus is a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it in that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like a festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah,
We will do our best.
you know it.
I gotta think of a better voice for her. I can't do that. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of new members joining. Though still, I don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kaden, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I really don't have any good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to make myself half joking. Natsuki has suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she kept quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad face. Or smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is so amazing to me. And then telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books and not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't that amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off the loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something that I could relate as a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone who is as gentle as you, I guess you could say that before, but if a story makes me think or takes me another world, then really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out a word for
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki eyes dart over for me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write cute things about... Ooh! Cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of paper, scrap paper, behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give it back.
Fine, fine.
Hee hee. Come consider your poems. Everything you do is just so cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and put her hands over her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some of them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't
like them.
I fucking sound like Marge, y'all. I can't figure out a voice for her. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing oneself. You must be willing to open your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
I want to read to everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kaden? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori has convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Oh, that's a lot of them. That's actually kind of looking scurry. But I'm sorry. I thought,
Kaden.
Y'all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That's it. If I'm writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sorry, wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then let's make it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring them to the next meeting we all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kaden, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my media-core writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Kaden, since we're already here, do you want to walk home with me together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed late after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with the writing a poem tonight. Poem time. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poems the most. Oh man. I'll do landscape. Oh, I guess I'm trying to get Yuri or Whatever. We'll do calm. Suicide, fear, charm, Deseri, holiday, agonizing socks, happiness, tenacious sugar. I don't know. Honestly, y'all, I'm just picking numbers. Electricity, excitement, intellectual, cute, blanket, frightening, wonderful, vertigo, fantasy. Look, I'll put vertigo. Because I'm a Virgo sun. Empty, joy, vitality, passion, dance, breathe, candy, silly, bliss, desire. Let's do breathe. Dark, contamination, doki doki, kiss, effulgent, puppy, smile, vacation, boop, misfortune. We do boop. Inferno, pout, tears, bubbles, insight, sweet, misery, shame, melody, hop. Inferno. Flying, exploded, nature, games, secretive, sunny, extreme, kawaii, scars, party. Honestly, I've been forgetting the words that we're going for, so I'll just do flying. Waterfall, analysis, bunny, question, anger, fluffy, summer, extraordinary, awesome, nightgown. We do extraordinary. Whistle, aura, sunset, cry, loud, covet, sensation, vanilla, judgment, melancholy. We do sensation. Fun, flower, anime, papa, dazzle, ocean, adventure, unrestrained, pink, imagination. Do adventure. Swimsuit, pleasure, incense, unstable, horror, promise, friend, sticky, whisper, strawberry. We do whisper. Hopeless, death, clumsy, graveyard, uncanny, valentine, dream, wrath, daydream, marshmallow. The dream team will do graveyard. Jump, captive, special, crimson, feather, email, fireworks, heart, after, image, sing, fireworks. 4th of July just passed. Clouds, playground, depression, whirlwind, infinite, destiny, uncontrollable, soaring, time, milk. I don't know, infinite. Unequated, skirt, climax, bed, atone, lazy, together, starscape, laugh, love, live, laugh, love. I don't know what word to pick. That one. I guess climax, rain cloud, cage, alone, mascara. I know that's not the fucking word. Spinning, existence, jumping, heartbeat, disown, cheer. We do rain cloud. Play, journey, vivid, twirl, shiny, beauty, sparkle, broken, disaster, romance. Vivid. Ambient, embrace, fireflies, portrait, chocolate, kitty, hurt, hair, childhood, ribbon. Ambient. Parents, forgive, headphones, prayer, lollipop, sadness, parfait, poof, cheek, meager, do poof. Poof. Hi again, Kaden. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'll keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else has already been hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kaden. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slap. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom, in the club room. Shots fired. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. No cap. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back on her seat.
The rig eyes. Kaden always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you can become good friends too. Hopefully more than friends. Haha.
Sayori. Can you all hear the rain? It's as the I hit the mute button. I apologize. Hurricane Elsa is heading my way. I'm in the Bay Area of Florida, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. So if you hear the rain, if you hear a little, it's because it's the wind. Back to the street. And I'm gonna take a 5 minute, not a 5 minute, a 2 minute sipple. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
Oh, it's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made me sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me to. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want to feel you. Oh, I don't want you to feel left out. So here, I picked up. If I can get my speech right. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl actually accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book from out. Huh. I really can't speak, y'all. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I definitely would read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That does seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't but notice her tense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nisuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She did in the hole. Dead Ryan. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I met her this sensei and I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for a particular reason or anything. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, at that time what I meant, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. I see how this is going. I see. You thought about me. And that's cute. That's cute. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts picking up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book titles Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous look eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. It sounds like that Russian experiment creepypasta. Did any of you guys ever read that? The Russian experiment. If not, it's kind of interesting and spooky. So if you like spooky, check it out. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri Genta giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Kaden? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into this type of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Girl, I think you got mental illness. I don't know if I would be reading, like, enjoying scary books. I don't think you're supposed to sit there and go, yeah, that fucking terrified me. But at the same time, I like watching horror just for the fun of it. Oh yeah, I just started this, dog. I just started this stream, so like, you know, that creepy shit starts picking up here soon. I only been playing for like the last 20 minutes. It's the next day. Pretty much this is his first day going into the literature club, and you know, all the poems and stuff. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy they could believe in. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Red flag, dog. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm so sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Yeah, it is sick. I played it, or I haven't played it fully yet. To kind of like to myself, I've watched PewDiePie, I've watched Markiplier, and I forget. I think Jacksepticeye. But I think I mostly watched Markiplier and PewDiePie to play this game. Do I remember much? No. But I just remember this being a very good game. So, let's continue. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When other things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading in it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about the reading in company. It is as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but it feels somewhat comforting. Yuri is the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I just, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean, ha 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 ha. Here, this should work, right? I slam my desk next to, oh. Are we getting a little spicy now? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. The way I turn the page in, Yuri slides it under her thumb after flipping it to her side. How cute is this? How fucking cute. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It is I can feel her warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning a page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches onto her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might sound silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guessing But she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of the same of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Kaden, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant and kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You kind of look down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Ooh, we are spicy. I'm not this spicy in person, so Kaden and Doki, you're spicy. You know how to get to the point. Straight to the point. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll just read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't even really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't. Oh wait, how'd I do Sayori's voice?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is the one wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Me too, girl. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Asuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well. My bad, y'all. Reaching into their bag. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Love a purple hair bitch. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. It's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for? Hee hee hee. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use your imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I'm able to tell. It's that there's a specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and have been through that myself. I have learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result in both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice and learning from example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. She's a little drama queen, too. Red flag, but we still love her. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself was kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be a literature club, right? Oh no, not the cursive. Ghost under the light. It's not even cursive, it just looks like it's cursive. My bad, y'all. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Girl, what the hell do you mean? I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't even thinking about that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Me either, dog. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. Descriptive? Was it too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Oh my god. Y'all did hear, I don't think y'all heard that thunder, but that scared the fucking shit out of me. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kaden. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after a while. But remember that the poems are often expressing their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past. And seem to be left with nothing. That's a lot of solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. So, that's impressive. Huh? It's something, really. Yours was impressive too, so, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I really enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kaden. Me too. How cute. How cute. We'll do Monica next. Hi, Kaden. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kaden. We're a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's just that sort of barrier that we all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem. Great job, Kaden. I was going, ooh, in my head about reading it. Ooh. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something like deep. I guess I understand it maybe. Words. It's the easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. No cap. That way, it all counts when I put in some effort. Aha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it's worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write it like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it by just feel, or letting them deep analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm not sure, I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a whole while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Yo, that rain is actually low-key scary. I for real don't know if y'all hear it or not. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write that way everyone else wants to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle pronudes? What? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind in like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. Just like the little hole, it wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he's on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really into the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten me pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poem a bit. Epiphany? Is that what it is? Epiphany? Am I just that fucking dumb, y'all, that I just don't know what epiphany is? But I'm pretty sure that's something else. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain goes to fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and titty up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Podcast. These two bitches. Suki. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine, now that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. Well, that's about it. It sounds like a rap. A rippity rap rap rap. Eagles fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Word. She should be a rapper. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of the poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make any message any that less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I can understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it's put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all flat on purpose, fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Nutsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Sayori time.
This is a good poem, Kate.
Oh wait, hang on.
This is a good poem, Kaden. You sure it's your first time?
Of course.
It's not.
Oh, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why I'm impressed. Impress me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you like in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break the promise.
See? It's just like I said before, Kaden. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something, though, that only real good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right?
Don't worry.
Hey, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. Wait, where am I? It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's about to skip breakfast. Okay, all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Mark is the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. gonna write the best poems ever.
Well, I guess I like 4 too. Wow. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. It is as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Wisely and Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki smoothly returns the poem into the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss my symbolism or something? It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you had to try this hard to come up with something nice to say thanks, but didn't really come out nice at all? Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kaden did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kaden liked my poem too, you know. Yo, chat. I have girls fighting over for me. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kaden appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yo, chat. They're fighting.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know that? What? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kaden started showing up. What? Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I don't like funny guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Kaden, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to that, Kaden. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Is that the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively? Avoiding them to not unnecessarily limiting yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Kaden? How did I get dragged to do this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... I can't make a decision. Oh, I can have Sayori help me. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is defenseless that I can't bring myself into saying anything to her. Sayori! Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Kaden.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Y'all are fighting in a group. You're in a group place and you're all fighting. How can I not bring it up in someone? I'm just saying, dog. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being, she would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me?
Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their difference. Natsuki's poem, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayuri. Sayuri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is the vice president? I whispered to Monica. Oh, Sayuri's the vice president. She nods in return. To be honest, I might have to come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. I'm never good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good person regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, let's say it was worth it. It's alright. Well, mostly.
Kaden, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was kind of neat to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Kaden, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Hee
Sayuri beams at me. Surely it's been a while since Sayuri and it's been this much time together. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri. Oh, I remember. Whoop. About what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I see them fight like that.
I promise they're both
Wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You kind of know, Kaden. It's kind of nice that I can spend time with you in the club. But I think it's time. I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me so happy. And I think everyone really likes you.
That's...
Hee. Every day is going to be so much fun.
Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri in the shoulder. Pat. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna try and get Yayori still. Or not Yayori. Yuri. How's everyone's day going? I just want to ask that. How y'all doing? Swimsuit, dream, games, bliss, alone, sticky, ambient, cry, inflatable, party, go ambient, sweet, hope, sugar, I can't figure out that word, dog. Time, raindrops, unrestrained jump, extraordinary friends. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that front. You're just chilling? Hell yeah. We love chilling, dog. I'm chilling also. There's a hurricane going on. There's a hurricane going on right now, actually. So if you hear a lot of, like, noises, like, first of all, that could be my AC. Second of all, that could be the hurricane. that's hitting me right now. So, good shit, y'all. Adventure, Fireflies, Amazing Cheeks, Infinite Rose, Hopeless, Nibble, Contamination, Parfait. I'm probably saying this word wrong. We'll go to Venture. Precious, Excitement, Joy, Warm, Misfortune, Breathe, Deseri, Doki Doki Universe, Analysis. We'll go to Universe. Kawaii, Color. It's supposed to write it out. Yeah, like it turned into a Cat 1 hurricane like a couple hours ago. I was supposed to go to work, but then I called out. I was like, yo, I actually don't feel comfortable crossing the bridge, which is kind of fucking scary. So it's over the water in the Pacific Ocean, I think. Or the Gulf of Mexico. I think it's the Gulf of Mexico. Anyways, it crosses the ocean. I'm not really about that with high winds and shit like that. So I said, hey, I'm uncomfortable. I'm not working. Plus, I think they closed early, so I would only be there for like 3 hours. There was no fucking point for me to go in and just waste gas. And then I'm pretty sure I'm not working tomorrow either till like probably like 12 o'clock. What time was I supposed to go in anyways? I think I can go in at like fucking 11:30. Yeah, I go in at 11:30 anyways, but 11:30 till 10:30 at night. Hashtag work life. But I'm probably not gonna go in until a little bit later. Maybe. We'll see. I'll call around like 10 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Kawaii, Color, Suicide, Comfort, Twirl, Whistle, Massacre, Meager, After Image, Awesome. We'll go with After Image, Extreme, Kitty, Eternity, Skirt, Aura, Starscape, Dazzle, Music, Imagination. We'll go with Music. Frightening, Chocolate, Secretive, Cheer, Family, Boop, Boop. Unstable, Horror, Vacation, Inferno, Sunny, Explode, Shopping, Heaven Set, Ribbon, Lust. We'll go Heaven Set. Happiness, Socks, Treasure, Peace, Jumpy, Variance, Hair, Forgive, Journey, Flee. We'll go with the words I don't know, because that probably is Yuri words right there. Anxiety, Grief, Electricity, Calm, Marshmallow, Rainbow, Kiss, Climax, Fireworks, Puppy. We'll go with Electricity. Oh, why is it now fucking... Sorry about the text messages, y'all. Okay, sorry. Everyone was chatting it up in the group chat. So, Smile, Flying, Shiny Bed, Agonizing Defeat, Special, Intellectual, Whisper, Anime, we'll go Anime. Vicious, Pout, Giggle, Sparkle, Landscape, Marterfall, Dark, Fluffy, Misery, Vitality. We'll go with that big word. Bouncy. Yeah, see, we'll just go with big words. I know damn well it's for her. Can I, like... No, I can't click on Skipping, Candy, Beauty, Anger, Lazy, Despise, Vertigo. I have Vertigo. Valentine, Determination, Papa, Hob, Melody, Pink, Laugh, Passion, Atone, Sunset. We go Determination. Wonderful, Playground, Whirlwind, Cute, Tenacious, Flower, Uncontrollable. Memories, Insight, Question, Question, Heartbeat, Vanilla, Loud, Romance, Uncanny, Feather, Judgment, Pleasure, Fun, Lipstick, Live, Laugh, Love, Heartbeat. Oh, okay. Graveyard, Prayer, Crimson. We'll go with Graveyard. I already know who that is. Poof, Email, Broken, Fester, Sadness, Philosophy. Damn, we'll go with Philosophy. We already know who that girl is. We know how it is. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, then the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Kaden.
Yo, Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today.
Hehe. I'm just a little not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things that with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Oh,
Are you coming with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
What? Why that all sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
Eh,
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori.
that's not fair. That's not fair. How do you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to club room. So either you're not hungry, you want an excuse to go take a walk, or you're planning to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, and so I would lend you some. Well, there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves that one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ha 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 ha. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh,
Oh, I didn't know she was listening in. Her face is in the book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, it's okay to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough to redistribution. I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like when you speak in mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's fun. It's a fun side of you.
There's no way you can think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad and I expected revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still coming from you, Sayori? I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for cupcakes. So I had to trick Doki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Bam. Get it?
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the desk.
Ow. What was that?
Huh?
Cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Haha. Natsuki. That's so nice of you.
A lot of reading has made me thirsty, y'all. Just letting you all know. Sayori hugs the cookie.
Jeez.
Just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good. Oof.
Sayori claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. Hee hee.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I give you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy to share one with me. Hee.
Sayori gets out of her seat and go behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches out to nudge Sayori off of her.
Oh.
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey.
Did you seriously just do that?
Uh-huh.
Mouthful of Sayori trots away safely. Yuri and I laugh as well. Ha 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 ha.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica can tell Sayori.
Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her lately?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's been unusual. Sorry, people are in my fucking group chat. I need to look at it real quick because they're talking about the tornado warning. Just for a second, though. I don't know if I'm in a tornado warning or not. Nah, I'm not in a tornado warning. Anyways, that's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica, just the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? That's where you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cute. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
This sounds so cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kaden. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything. No, not really. I choose to leave out of Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared in the closet. Dog, why did she disappear in the closet? Why is she in the closet, dog? Is that her hiding space? I know this is a scary game. Like, I've seen PewDiePie and Markiplier play this, but do I remember anything? No. So why the fuck is she in the closet? Hey, Yuri. Yeah? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we get ahead and get started? Yes, let's actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf of failure inside. I'm so sorry, I'm down you. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electrical kettle. No, I need an electrical kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and set the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, she always moves with really contrast her speaking mannerism, especially because her for long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two going off? We're just Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That kind of one-person job, isn't it? Yo, she onto us, dog. Onto us. That's Monica. Please be mind. Whoa. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell? Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Kaden in the club activities? Yo. She on her dick right now. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's something wrong with that. Now let's go, Kaden. We got in the bad guys. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did was the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Kaden, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you did is bad as you're making it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. We always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. When you hate me for something as terrible as that, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend wouldn't do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Kaden, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Kaden, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Oh, very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle 200 degrees. 200 degrees? That's hot. That's like hot. It's time to get the teapot. You really did this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I make a tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot, begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was learning this show. You noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Kaden. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know how if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Kaden, I have another request. That's her request, y'all. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I agree with my back against the wall and then bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's more likely because ooh, your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden it from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since I go with tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with a hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder for her to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She's wearing her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book. You okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm practically rests on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already total focus on reading again. I take the chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She suddenly parts her lips and as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Kaden? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, we're just helping. It's something that friends do, right? Damn, shawty. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really intense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that she's not even focused now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time, Yuri's to meet mine. How did I even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her glaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythms of her breathing. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But she's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share those poems. Poem time. Kidding, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. Get the feeling that's something the other miss will encourage to bring up. Spicy. Who should I share with my poem first? We'll do Sayori first, since she was last time.
Ooh, I like this one, Kitty. It has some nice feelings to it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Hee hee.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not good at figuring out poems that are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it makes me feel whatever.
I press the spacebar. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you could like in the first place.
Yeah,
Me either.
me either.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you wanna write something for me?
That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to start thinking about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean by that, but I'll try to keep that in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Maybe sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Be happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you get a little wrinkle on your head, a sad poem can help the wrinkle out a little hard. It makes a happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Is it? Maybe I get better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, kidders. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of cookie jar. Whoa. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle of Starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets and the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blew the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. It's kind of spooky. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this come from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is that it came out good and you should be proud of it.
Thanks.
I feel like
I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. But it's like magic.
You got pretty passionate about this, huh? Keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Haha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Oh damn, it's 11 o'clock? Damn Shawty. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes making it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, well, let's go down the line. Natsuki. Ugh.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one.
But I can't really say it any better either. Phew.
Huh? Feel what?
Well, anything that's in train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what's that? What makes you...
Wait, maybe that was a compliment.
Hahaha, glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing, maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely has missed the point. Come to think of it, it kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you're being friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength.
But you never struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Yeah, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away and let it go of a balloon. You get to say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Why is she being rude? She's being a little too rude. For my liking. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly hair, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of her words. She likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talk to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Dog. Do y'all think she's a spider hater? She's a spider hater. And she might be in love with Sayori. Closeted lesbian. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And that's why people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree with the subject of the poem is ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks it doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I read it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. She's definitely a lesbian, y'all. She's definitely a lesbian. Something that you're afraid of. If people find out, they make fun of you or less think of you. But this just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? She's definitely a lesbian. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think it's not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I could not write a poem for each day for like how long is school? Like 6 months. I don't know how it is in Japan though. Let's see what you're reading for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Kaden, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up this so quickly? Just yesterday I was just telling you the kind of techniques that work with practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly shallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, it's just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid. but seeing someone motivated by my writing makes me really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. It's with you.
That raccoon. We love the raccoons. Trash pandas.
It happened the day of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware the raccoon is fed, that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and urge. The moon increates in the face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I am merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my brain is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood, a classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I'm feeling myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Usually poems as canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it to face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny.
Didn't Osuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did?
Yeah.
She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's, well, interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I'm supposed to... That's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Haha, don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I may be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There aren't really many people like you, Kaden. Actually exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you are to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear.
Monica.
Hi again, Kaden. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I want to count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much of personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in the head of hers? I don't mean it in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep it too much to herself, but still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one. Anyway. Boom!
Got her ass.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Just kind of a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I'm just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you did too. Alright, let's take a look. It's called Save Me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, granting, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Oh, like playing a chalkboard on turnable, like playing a vinyl on the pizza crust. Huh? An endless poem of meaningless. Girl saying, it's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. I'm sorry I keep yawning. I'm sorry I keep yawning. My bad. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Should I be wait, is this a tip even about writing? What do you mean I'm even talking about? Ha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So she's telling me I should save the game. Right now, right? Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poem, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone can come and sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put it together anything good in just a few days. Was it up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members? That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't like with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Saori has been working on posters and I designed some pamphlets we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to... My bad. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite a poem too. Sayori's putting it all on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't even already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri's shaking her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But something we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Do you want to share with the others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you in here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes to recite a poem, Now I know you can do it too. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have an argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it with.
Alright. Phew.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
Guess I really don't have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way. No way.
Wait, that's Sayori's voice.
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone to feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips over through her notebook and to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Aha. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine, and she knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is this simply acting natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the reaction. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That's so good, Monica.
Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
What? Yuri so fired up all of a sudden?
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each other. You can do it, Yuri.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she started reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why she's suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as she's been bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and brushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I go next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called
Hi, Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to others. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheering like Sayori says. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come out of Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it. Good job.
Oh, good job, Sayori.
Even Kato liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't quite work out as well with the kind of delivery.
I didn't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. That's well. I
I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's so embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Hee hee.
The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Asuki?
Don't make me go before Kaden. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Kaden lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Bruh. What the hell? I think I'm a good writer. Nasuki. So you're gonna set the bar low for yourself.
Suki.
It's fine. I might as well get over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry I'm not really good at it as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That leaves you, Nasuki. Yeah. I'm going. Nasuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem's called, Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, this poem's called Jump. Nasuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poems have rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Nasuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as giving life to the poem. Nasuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do it again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But then when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Suki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's how it goes. So, well, I guess in that case, we won't have much to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best.
Ready?
Oh. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Hee hee.
Jeez, guys. I'm making such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Aiden. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I will come with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I spaced out.
Oh, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to.
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let me just say, one day Yuri asked me to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Hee hee.
Jesus Christ. I'll still walk home with you, Sayori. We've been homies for a long time. Why can't we just include Yuri into the walk home? Huh? Sayori, you really think I would have did you for Yuri?
What? She's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so dedicated.
You think about me?
Too much sometimes. Yuri deserves it if she wanted so.
Sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure out you sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that is never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days. Who knows what will happen in that time? I take that's foreshadowing. TBH, I think I'm going to save here and quit this because okay, there was a screen the whole time. Whew. But wait, let me figure out these buttons, dog. We'll keep it right here real quick. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know that's only one person. I'm pretty sure it's just you, Josh. But I'm going to go and maybe prepare a little bit more for this hurricane that's kind of happening right now. And I might have to work tomorrow. So I could play again tomorrow. I could play again. Oh, Josh, I didn't even realize it says it's supposed to hit you Thursday, dog. I didn't even, see that comment on my phone. That's lame as hell. It's supposed to hit me Thursday. I'm just going to write it out. Because it says it's just supposed to write out. Oh, but it's just covered by the... Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. But anyways, yeah. Let's see if I work tomorrow or not. If not, if I don't work tomorrow, then I'll do another stream of Doki Doki. Or if you feel like I should do something else, tweet at me. As you can see, my Twitter's right there. But yeah, this can be the end of the stream. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Good. Bye.